Welcome everyone to Nonna Stitching Lounge. I am Rosie and this is Nono Sal, special guest today because I want to show what he's wearing. I can be found on Instagram as Nonna Stitching Lounge. I'll have everything down. And I'm not really that active on Ravelry, but I think I'm Nonna Stitches on Ravelry. But anyway. So today, I'm going to talk to you about what we're wearing. I have a few FOs. Do you know what FO stands for?
Yes, I do. Oh, something else.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't. Yes, I do, and no, I don't.
No,
on the stitching side.
No,
yeah.
not on the stitching side. Finished object.
Finished objects. Okay.
Yeah. So I have a lot of FOs because we haven't broadcast in over a month. We have the winner of my surprise giveaway.
Yay.
That if you had watched to the end of the February 22nd video, you would have known that there was going to be a giveaway for my 3rd year anniversary of podcasting.
3 solid years.
Yeah, and I have a lot of acquisitions, but I'm going to ask Nonna to leave the room when I show you the acquisitions.
I like that idea.
Because we don't want him to know what I bought.
I was pretty well there when you bought everything.
And then we're going to have a chat with Nono at the end because we'll talk about what we've been doing and what we're going to be doing soon. So that sort of thing. So let us start with what are we wearing? No, what are we wearing?
This very nice sweater that my lovely wife knitted.
Do you want to you don't want to stand up and show them?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be. I guess it could.
Just to show the sweater.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Show them the neck a little bit. No. Let's see. Sit down.
Okay. Sorry.
A little awkward. I know.
Yeah.
But I'll show a picture, but you can see that. I used Max Sears from Les Garçons, his pattern called Whispers. It's a DK pattern. I used it for a certain, anyway, it didn't quite turn out, I couldn't get gauge with this pattern, so I kind of made it up. But I did use the short rows in the ribbing. I don't know if you can see that. And then it's a raglan sleeve, and I used what he uses in the pattern. And turn around. The wool I used was from Lovecrafts, and
they're the best.
Yeah, and it is Hampton's Valley Yarns, and it is 50% baby alpaca, so it's quite heavy, actually.
It's heavy, but it's heavy and it's not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
35% fine merino wool.
Oh.
And 15% mulberry silk.
Wow.
So.
Doesn't get any better than that.
No, and you can get, I think it's 5 skeins, and I don't have the pricing here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it comes in a bunch of 5.
Should have the pricing on
So I was finishing the ribbing. You'll see I did some ribbing at the bottom, and I'm ribbing the sleeves.
Yeah, it's nice because I like mine. I like it a little tight on the sleeves.
Yeah.
And the bottom.
Yeah. So how does it feel?
Feels really good. Like I said, it's heavy, but it's not, right? It's very comfortable. I'm not wearing anything underneath. Like, yeah, I guess some guys can wear a shirt.
So no undergarments necessary?
No. People, yeah, some people do, right?
It's
I'm not one of those guys that wears the dress shirt underneath, or maybe you could wear like a black turtleneck or something. I mean, a black t-shirt underneath, right? That's kind of looks nice, right? So, but I just prefer this, especially the neck. I mean, I think originally your neck, it was a little wider, which I didn't like. I like them a little bit tighter.
So when I made it, I did the neck opening.
Right, a little bit more like that.
It was actually came more square because of the raglan.
Yeah, which.
So what I did was I bought some black elastic, the little, like I don't have it here, like a string, a little thicker, probably maybe 5 millimeters. Anyway, and I threaded it through. So here you can see it here a little bit. This is the elastic. That's the back, if you're wondering. And I threaded it through around, and it just gave it a little bit
nice.
of form, so it sits nicer.
Nice with jeans. You can wear with jeans, which I have, or black jeans, or a pair of dress pants, whatever. It's very...
And it's still cold here.
It's still cool.
It's April 2nd when we're filming this, and it's still kind of cold. So you've worn it when we've gone out to dinner.
Yeah.
And it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just tell a little story about the sweater before Nonna leaves us and then comes back later. I was finishing the ribbing, and these are 50-gram balls, and I was winding them. I had wound them rather, and I didn't think I was going to have enough. So I purchased another 5. And guess what? After I finished the...
I got more than 5 there.
Yeah. After I finished the sleeves, I had 1 left. I have 3, 4, 5. I had 2 left. So yeah, so I had plenty. So now I have enough to probably make another sweater or something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'll talk a little bit about that when I talk about acquisitions. So thank you, Nonna.
Okay.
That's thank you for modeling.
No problem. So I gotta come back?
Yeah, we'll come back and we'll have a little chat at the end.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Enjoy the show. Thank you.
So thank you to Nonna for joining us, and he'll be back at the end, and we're gonna have a little chit chat on what we've been doing and what we're gonna be doing and all that kind of stuff. And don't forget, I'm gonna have the giveaway winner coming in as well. So we saw what Nonna was wearing, and so you may be asking, what am I wearing? And I am wearing a sweater actually called the Weekend Pullover by Naringa Rook, R-U-K-E. I'll put her name here. So this is a pullover that was not on my list of what I was going to make the last time you were here. And I saw it and I loved the V-neck. So I absolutely love this neck and I love the fit. And because I was looking for something to make with, and I think I mentioned it on my last video when I showed you all the different patterns and everything. And I had this, so this is the pink, and I had this. So when I saw them together and I saw this sweater, now I think her sweater had many colors. Like I said, I'll put a video here what it was. I thought I could actually mix these 3. I remember I told you about last time about how I ended up ordering, and then anyway, tons of this stuff. So I did try these 3 colors. It didn't look right. I don't know, this one just didn't mix. So I put these 2 together and voila. And just to remind you, this is from Knit Crate. This is the Vitellana colorway mittens, Vitellana Lofty and DK, and it is merino, 48% merino, 20% baby alpaca, and 32% organic cotton. And it is so nice on the skin. Oh my God, it's really, really nice to knit with. Now this was a little bit thinner than this one, but I thought the colors just went so nice together. And this one is the Bloom, Audine Wool's Bloom, called the Pansy. The color's Pansy, and it's 80% alpaca. Did I say this one was? Oh, 20 alpaca. 80% alpaca, 10% silk, and 10% camel, which is still really, really soft. Like they're both really soft, but this with the cotton, it was amazing. So yeah, the weights were just a little bit different, but as you can see, after I blocked it, it really, you can't even tell like the difference. These stripes are just a little bit thinner, but you can't really see that. So if you'll remember in my last video, I did the cuffle or cuffle with these 2 colors. And so just to let you know how much yarn that I still have, okay? I made the cuffle with these 2. I made this one with these 2. And I still have this whole bag of yarn. And this is the same, but it's that orange. So it doesn't feel like I made a dent in any of my yarn, but anyway. So like I said, this was not a pattern that I had even highlighted or I had seen, but something about it and the neckline, I thought, oh, I'm gonna make something a little bit different. And so what I loved about this, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it on the construction, is you do the back and then you move to, there's a raglan here, and then you move and do this whole thing at the same time. So you do increases in here, you do increases in here, and then you'll see, and then you join it here at that color. And I'll tell you, it blocks so nice. Now I split this because I like the lower higher. And so I did the ribbing in the same needle size. I did short sleeves because I think you OGs will know that I like the short sleeves, and I think it just turned out so amazing. I can't remember which size I did, but anyway, and I don't swatch, so I had to pull this out a few times. I think actually it was a little bit, but I did measure it because you could put it on because it's top down. I did put it on a few times and it was a little bit tight, but I blocked it out and it fits so good. I love this pattern. I'm definitely going to make it again because I just love this neckline, and I love the way it's all one piece, so you don't have to pick up anything and all that stuff. So that is the Weekend Pullover by Naringa Rook. So what else? So that's 2 finished objects already, Nonno's and this one. I did finish a blanket, a baby blanket. I crocheted just a white Bernat, what's it called? Baby blanket yarn in white for my girlfriend's baby, and that I just did double crochet. It was pretty big. I used 3 full balls of yarn. I actually had a little bit of white left and I used it as well. And if she sends me a picture, because I forgot to take a picture of it, I'll put it here. But so it was nice to actually have that break, that crochet break, because I find knitting, especially 2 colors, it's hard on this thumb. And I think it's because when I do 2 colors, not like this, but on another sweater, I hold the second yarn or the second color in my left hand and one on the right. Anyway, so it's nice to mix up the crochet and the knitting. So what else do I have done? Let me change. So welcome back. Here I am. So some of you who've been with me for a while might know that I've already knit this yarn with this yarn once already. I made a ranunculus, and I wore it in a video I did a year ago on my stash, and I was emptying I was looking at all my, at my finished sweaters, and I saw it and put it on, and I just never envisioned myself wearing it because it was really tight around the neck. I mean, it was beautiful, like it turned out nice. It's just, it was really tight around the neck. And after my last video, I was so confused. I had so many things that I wanted to do, and I just couldn't pick something, right? So I got that sweater and I unraveled it, right? Like, why? Because it was there. And so I unraveled it, and I just decided to make my own sweater. So I just knit around. I did the collar, I did some raglan, and here we are. So now you'll see there I had 2 balls at about 400 yards. So this was about 800 yards, and I wanted just a light summer sweater. And the second ball pooled, as you can see, because I did not, I didn't alternate. I didn't even know that was going to happen. But like the brown in this one isn't as much as this one, and I got both of them from Knit Crate. So it was the titmouse, and it is let's see, I think it's merino wool, like 75% merino, 15% silk, and 10% cashmere in the colorway Titmouse. It was a Knitology sheen. It was fingering weight, very, and I think I used like size 5 millimeters, so it was pretty wide. Like it blocked out. It's a little bit big now because I blocked it. But anyway, I don't mind because I like the scoop neckline. I like, as you know from here, the V neckline. And that ranunculus was just choking me. I couldn't do it. So I undid it and I reknit it, and here we are. I have a summer sweater. Now I picked up the sleeves here a little bit, and I just knit pretty much a little bit, maybe an inch or two, and then use the same size needles to do a little ribbing here, a little ribbing at the bottom, and I did a sweater. Yeah, so I just measured, like, I guess from the ribbing from here to the underarm, and there you are. I do have some specs that I used, but anyway, so that is another finished object, and this is a Rosie design. So what else do I have? I think that's it for finished objects. So I do have some works in progress. So what do I have on my needles? Here we go. So the first thing is I'm still working on these socks. Yeah, I know. I took them all apart because they were way too big I'm making them for my granddaughter who's 7, and they were way too big. Aren't they the cutest little things? And I had taken her foot measurement in the summer, so I'm pretty sure they'll work. And I'm doing 2 at a time. The wool I'm using, the yarn I'm using, so I split it. It's not exactly half, but actually one of the balls I split it, but then I rewound it so that even though they're not matching, the pattern sort of they're coming out the same, if you know what I mean. But anyway, the yarn is actually Paint Box yarns. It's a Pick Your Palette socks that I ordered from Lovecrafts, and it is I think 75% wool, superwash wool, and 15% polyamide, or 25% polyamide. So they'll be able to wash them, which is good. They're kids' socks, and I'm just debating how, they're just vanilla socks, but what I did add was I did a 3-1 ribbing on the foot, not the back, let's see it. I just added a little stretch, and I'm gonna do it all the way up. Now I used a different heel, which didn't turn out so bad. I usually use the German short row heel, but it always comes out with these holes. Now there is a little bit of a hole here because I do 2 at a time. Like I do one heel and then I go to the next sock and I do the next heel. But this one is called, I don't know. It's the Twin. Anyway, I'll put it here because I can't remember. It was a YouTube video that I used, so I'll put it here on what it's called. And I really like it, actually. I think it's less holey. I don't like the heel flap and gusset because I can't remember it. It just, for some reason, I just can't remember it. And I just kind of like these heels a little bit better. I did the, obviously it's toe up. I just did the toe up, what's it called? Oh my gosh, you think I'd be prepared. But anyway, the toe up thing. So I think she's gonna love them. Now I have a lot of yarn left. Now I could probably make another pair of kids socks. Or do I make it like a really long sock that she can wear with her dresses and stuff? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So I'm almost, so I'm just on the way up, and that should be done by tomorrow because they're going to be here. And yeah, so you can see that if I had started the same, they would be like that. But what was happening, the way I had wound the ball before, was it was going this way. Like the colors were not, anyway. You know what I mean. So this isn't the softest yarn in the world. I'm using a 3mm needle, so it's not that small, and maybe, I don't know, this is like obviously sock weight, very thin. I do have a 2.5 that I could use, but I just feel like it's such a small needle. Anyway, so there are 48 stitches, so 24 and 24 on each needle. So I'm just experimenting. These are only like maybe the 3rd or 4th pairs of socks I've ever made. So experimenting with needle size and sock yarn and all that. So those hopefully will be a finished project in our next thing. And I've shown this bag before. It's a ball bag by Billy at the Crafty Floridian that I bought from her. So that is one of my whips, and then I have one other whip. Now, most of you will know that I am a monogamous knitter. I don't normally have more than 1 or 2 whips. I usually do have a crochet going, but I haven't started it yet. I do have a blanket to make, and I will show you that, what I bought for that. But what I am making is the Miserina. So this is how far I am. So split for the sleeves. I'm just working my way down, and then I'll put a short sleeve on here. The wool I am using is Holst Garn, and I'm going to show you that. I guess I can show it to you now. And I'm holding, this is the, this is the wool silk mix. It is called Tides, and I bought a cone of the blue, which is Maris, and this brownish, it's a brownie color. It kind of looks orangey here, but it's a lot more brown. Yeah, I'll show you the thing. So I saw this yarn on a cone. It comes from Denmark, and I went crazy, of course. So I'm not going to wait for acquisitions to show you what I bought, but I had to. This is it wound, so it has this really nice denim look. This is the blue, and sorry, did I tell you the pattern was the Miserina by Caitlin Hunter. Yeah, so that's the pattern. It does call for fingering, but when I did, this is really thin yarn. So I did a swatch in the fingering, you'll see. And it's really thin. So I thought it was a little too thin, so I doubled it. But now that I'm feeling this, and I've seen other Miserinas in the on the internet, I'm thinking maybe it's too thick, because this is all double, right? This is all like I carried the yarn. These are my floats. Not bad. My floats aren't bad. Again, I carried one color on my left hand, continental, and one color on my right. This is a beautiful pattern. I did do another Miserina. I'll show you that. I'll get back to the yarn. I know I'm all over the place. But I did do another Miserina. And I did it in one color. This was with Knit Crit yarn. And where the different color was supposed to be, I just did a purl bump. So I don't know if you can see that. I was wearing it once before. You can see the purl bumps. And this sweater is too big for me. I did have lost a little bit of weight, so it's even bigger, but that's okay. It's just a positive ease sweater I wear with jeans and stuff. But you'll see I made this one a little bit smaller. I think the armholes might be a little bit tight, but those will stretch out in blocking. I love this pattern except for the neck. So what I did, so they ask you to do, I won't tell too much, but they ask you to do some ribbing and then some stockinette, and then they have some short rows, and then you're supposed to increase. So what I did is I actually cast on the increase. So it's not going to be as tight. And it's still like, it's wider for sure, but it's not as tight. So we'll see how that blocks out when I'm done. But I love this pattern, but now I'm wondering whether I should have done it with 1 yarn or 2. So let me show you what I did purchase from Holst Garn. Now I ordered it on March the 15th. The order was filled on March the 15th, and I actually received it on March 22nd. So that's pretty damn good coming from Denmark. I did not pay any duties on it, but I did have to pay in American funds. So let me show you what I have bought. This is all the yarn that has been, so I've never used this yarn before, right? So you think, oh, buy 1 ball, Rosie, buy a couple of balls, see if you like it, right? Now I searched YouTube on all, I actually found some great video YouTubers that I'd never seen before, of people who have used it. And there was one video on people who used it, blocked it, and could let me know how it was. And so anyway, no, I don't just buy one thing. I buy lots of things. So we're gonna get into the acquisitions here because, so the blue one came in a 500 gram ball, and I think there's about 3,000 yards in here. Now this is in Dutch, so I couldn't tell you. So this is 70% wool and 30% silk. It is not that soft. Okay, it's not. And I knew that from some of the videos, but it's really thin. You can see how thin that is. I mean, it's as thin as a sock yarn, basically, right? And I knew that. But so I wound 4 balls of this, and I still have lots. So that's the blue. That's in the tides, silk and wool. The other tides, of course, was the brown one. Hopefully you'll see this a little bit better. It came in this box, by the way. Now shipping wasn't cheap. I think shipping was about $60, but shipping American. So and I put a couple in the cart, and it was like $59. I put more, so I bought all these, and the shipping stayed the same. So that's not too bad. So I'll tell you, here's the brown one. So this is the brown one. I didn't wind as many, so you see the ball's much bigger. But yeah, is it brown? Let's see if it comes out brown. I think that's about, yeah, it's a little darker than that. This looks more golden, but it's not. So this is how they come. And I know that once you wash them and soak them, they do soften a bit. At least the super soft does. I'm not sure about the silk. But I wanted to try the silk first because I like the colors. So those are the 2 silks I bought. So they were, the whole, it's about 3,500 yards, was $24 American for the whole roll. So with exchange in Canadian, it's like $30 plus shipping. It came out to about probably about $32 for a whole roll. So, but I think I could get at least, if I didn't hold a double, I could get at least 2 sweaters out of one if I use just that, right? So then the other one I bought was the super soft wool, which is 100% wool. And I bought it in this color, which is simply beautiful. It's actually closer to that color. And this color, it's called Ink. This is aubergine, I think. yeah, aubergine, eggplant. And this is called ink. It looks black, but it's actually a really dark navy blue. You can't see. Anyway, so I rolled up a bunch of these, and again, very thin. It's a sock weight. So, but it does bloom a little bit, and it's not the softest in the world. But I hope it blooms, and it, so I'll show you those. Oh, here's the black. I rolled up quite a bit of the aubergine. So here's what's left. And I have like 4 or 5 balls of it all rolled up. I still have, like, that's a lot, but of course my favorite color. So I could see another Miserina coming out of this, or some color work for sure. So this is the super soft. Again, it was about the same price. They all came out about $23, $24. I think the wool silk was a little bit more. It was $26, $25 American. And then, of course, because I couldn't just buy 4, with all that shipping, I bought another 2, but I bought it in cotton and silk. Oh, sorry, cotton and wool. So this is the Holst Garn Coast, which is wool and cotton. And did I roll any of these up? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I tried to choose colors I thought they would all go together and I would enjoy, of course. And this is called Pastel, and it is 59% wool and 45% cotton. So pretty pink color. I figure with the cotton I can make some nice sweaters, plus I got granddaughters, so that's, and again, same texture, same kind of fingering weight. So I thought, okay, what do I get to go with it if I want to do color work? And where am I? So I got this color in the same cotton and wool in called Putty, and it's a very soft, very, it's almost white, but it's a gray. It's like a really soft silver gray. I don't know if you can see that together, but they're pretty together. So that's the wool and the cotton. So that'll be another thing, another top, hopefully a summer top, because hopefully summer is coming. And so that is my big acquisition. I was so excited to get these. I got my Swift, not my Swift, I don't need a Swift, but I got my ball winder out, and I made a whole bunch of the balls here in my big Ziploc bag. And you can see, like, I have lots. I think the one I rolled up the most was the blue. Because I knew I wanted to start with the blue and the brown. But I love this combination. So, of course, because, you know, I'm not on any yarn ban. I just ordered some more yarn to go with these, to pair them up. So this is the super soft. That's 100% wool. So it's rustic. It's not that soft, but doesn't bother me. I've tried on the Miserina and I really like it. So I will show you next time what I bought to go with those. And so that was my major purchase. And I have another, well, I showed you what I got because of Nonna's sweater. So those are my whips. So my Miserina, so next time this will be done, and I will let you know how the yarn, the Tides yarn actually blooms, or if it does, or if it softens, because I will soak it and everything. So we'll see how all that goes. I'm sure that will be done. So that is that piece. All right, so let's move on to more acquisitions, because, you know, I bought, I don't know why, but anyway, I bought this book. Somebody mentioned it on a YouTube channel. It was Knit, Sit, Knit, and Roll, or something like that. Anyway, she's from Long Island. Can't remember her name now, but I'll put her down below. She had bought the toe-up socks 2 at a time. Sorry, the 2 at a time socks. And I saw this, the toe-up one, and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. So I bought this one. Her name is Melissa Morgan Oakes, and it's really cool. It has a lot of different patterns. I'll just show some. You know, it has it has a bunch of different patterned socks that you can kind of take a look at here. Kind of cool. Very, very basic, but really cool stitches. And they even have, look at these ones. Ah, cute baby socks. So they got sizing. They've got, you know, heel flap and gusset, those kind of. Anyway, so I just thought this was really nice. And I like that it's bound. So it has a nice, so I bought that in February from Amazon. So I got that book. I did, I don't know if I mentioned that my daughter-in-law is having another baby. So they have, my son and daughter-in-law have a 3-year-old, Rosalind, who is in my video at the front at the beginning. She's 3 now, and so she's gonna be a big sister. So I am going to be making a baby blanket. I know. So a lot of you know, I have used Bernat blanket for years, probably 4 or 5 years since it's come out. And I usually knit with it. I rarely crochet with it, which I did do on my girlfriend's blanket. This is a little bit thinner than normal blanket. And so there, it's cute. I think it'll be cute in her room. So I bought 4 in case I want to crochet. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. She is due in a month, so I have a little bit to do here. I find, obviously, when I crochet, it's really quick. I could probably whip this up in 2 days and a weekend. But I'm going to wait closer to the baby being born, and then I will do it. So, yeah, this is cute. So I bought this in a store here in Ontario called Lens Mills, and I didn't realize there's one like maybe a couple kilometers away from here, and you know, like not even 3 miles. And they have everything in there. And actually, I'm gonna take you shopping one day in there because it's like a higher end dollar store, but they have wool, they have tons of fabric. I'm not a sewer, but they have all kinds of stuff. And this is where I got this. So it was on sale. These are usually about $12 in Michael's. And I think it was $7.99. So that's pretty good. Not a great abundance of colors, but I thought this was kind of cool. So I got that for the baby blanket. What else did I get? So as I told you when Nonna was showing off his sweater, I ordered 5 more of these, and now I have the 5 because they come in bundles of 5. I think it's about $50 for 5, which is pretty good price. I mean, they're only 50, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I had 2 left. I could have waited, right? I had 1, and 1 I had already rolled up. So I have 6. So I have about 6. Let me see how many yards. They are 95 yards times 6. So it's about 600 yards. But if I mix it up with something, this is DK if I'm not mistaken, DK yarn. Maybe, actually, I think it says it's Aran, which doesn't make sense because it's pretty thin. Because when I went to do Nonna's sweater, I couldn't get gauge with any of the sizing. So anyway, when I ordered this, I thought, well, I'm not just going to order this from Lovecrafts because you buy, I don't know, $80 worth or something, and you get free shipping, right? So I got, and I really like this Huntington's. So I got Huntington's. This is superwash merino and nylon. So this is sock weight. That was a little, so you'll see it's a sock weight yarn. It's thin. So I got the gray, more gray, and I got another blue. So I think I got lots, 10. So 10 is about 900 yards, and then 10 of the other, no, because this is sock weight, right? I was thinking of the other one. No, this is 50 grams is 218 yards. So it's definitely 400 times, it's a lot. 10 is 2,000. Yeah, I got like 4,000 yards of this. 4,200 times 10, yeah. No, I got 2,000 yards of this and 2,000 yards of this. So I have enough to make a man sweater if I wanted to. And that's what I'm thinking is to do for my son, a color work sweater using these two. Something lighter. Anyway, so it's fingering, which is beautiful. And I guess I could hold the blue. I could hold a double too and make something in an errand for my son. But anyway. So again, sorry, I didn't even tell you. It's the Valley Yarns, Huntington Valley Yarns. I got it from Love Crafts. Again, I did not pay duty on this. I got free shipping, and it's merino and nylon, and 50 grams is 218 yards. So 100 grams is over 436 yards. So that's pretty good, but it's pretty thin. It's really thin. I mean, I could make socks out of it, but I'm not going to do socks. I'll do something with the gray and the thing together. I was also thinking there's some really beautiful Caitlin Hunter sweaters that I saw. I think I showed some of them the last time, so there might be that. So that was another purchase, and one more, and then I'll let you go. So Nonna and I went to the Hamilton Fibre Market, and when Nonna comes back, we'll talk about it a little bit, and I have some video that I took, so we'll take a look at it, but I did want to show you what I bought there. And I know, is that the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I bought two of them. Now, it's sock weight. It is superwash merino and 20% silk. One looks lighter than the other, but I think it's just the way it's wrapped. Isn't that gorgeous? Now they had a lot of colors. They had blues, and you'll see in the, I pan over it in the video. But I thought I had bought too many blues recently, so when I saw this, I thought, oh, this would be a beautiful love note or something. Anyway. So it's sock weight, but there's, this is 150 grams. So there's 600 yards in each. So there's 1,200 yards here. So if I put it together with some, what's-it-called? Could use alpaca or, something fuzzy. It'll be really nice. So yeah, it's 1,200 yards. So that's enough to, I usually do short sleeve sweaters, but isn't that beautiful? Or you know what? I saw a beautiful cowl sort of poncho thing that would be beautiful too. Anyway, I don't know. I just like looking at it because it's so gorgeous. It's just too beautiful. It's showing up a little bit redder. I think it's closer to here is the color. So it's more, it's not as red. It's red with some burgundy in it. So isn't that beautiful? Anyway, yeah. And I won't tell you how much that costs. And so, oh, who's the maker? So she's a local dyer, and her name is Coriander Knits. Coriander Knits, there's her name. I will tag her below. She doesn't do this full time, but she does some beautiful dyeing, so it's gorgeous. Yes, So that is that. And then at the I also bought some buttons. I like to make more cardigans, but these are just fabric wrap buttons, which I thought are kind of cute. I make any men's cardigans, so I got 2 of those and 2 white ones if I buy a little girl. Anyway, I just thought those are kind of cute. So spread the joy, just, you know, make sure I support local economy. Right, local economy. So I think that's all my acquisitions. That was a long one. So I am now going to invite Nonna here so we can talk a little bit about what we've been doing and what we're going to do. And then I will, actually, before I do that, I'm going to announce the giveaway winner. So watch this video. So congratulations, Liliana, for winning the giveaway. Actually, Liliana is one of my long-term viewers, and she's a wonderful friend. She always comments, and I'm so glad that she won the giveaway. So, Nonna,
Yes.
here we are.
Yes, we are here.
You're back.
Yeah, like this. Like magic.
So, what have we been doing?
We haven't been doing much, really, I think.
Well,
right?
I did tell the ladies, because we talked about acquisitions, that we went to the Hamilton Fibre Festival.
Yes, we did. Actually, it was actually nice. Actually,
No, Hamilton Fibre Market. Actually.
Market, yeah. And it was nice. We weren't there very long, maybe an hour and a half, right? And I thought it was quite nice. It kind of very cool venue, this old cotton factory that they've kind of made into offices and I guess some kind of convention or trade show space, and it was very nice, kind of interesting, and
you had never been to one before.
No, it was good, and you could see how passionate people are, especially ones in their booth, about their stuff. And
now you've done trade shows.
I've done lots in my industry, in food business. Oh yeah, a lot trade shows. Well, all trade shows. So it's only, again, not for the public, it's only for the trade, right? So though I have done a few all open shows, right?
Yeah, and setting up booths, and you know all about the ordering of booths and setting them up and all that stuff.
Yeah, I set some up. Some, once the budgets were a little bit bigger, I hired somebody to do it, but most of the time was me and a couple other guys, colleagues, that would set it up.
So I took a little bit of video while we were there, and so I'm gonna put that right here so we can take a look at it. Hi everyone, here's Nonna and me, and we are going to the Hamilton Fibre Market today, Sunday, March 22nd.
20th.
Oh, Sunday, March 2020. Anyway, I'm wearing my kufa, and we're gonna go see what fiber stalls and fiber there is there.
Yeah, and hopefully they have an open bar.
I don't think so.
Really? You told me there was.
Right, bye. Everybody is. You've been deprived for 2 years. The Garn misses its switches.
Pictures? Is it only just the one day today?
Yeah.
I think we're very
Okay.
So that was the video of the trade show.
That was a fast video.
All the magic of editing videos.
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
the magic of editing.
Can you edit my hair being darker at all? Or
I
it's
could
not
do
as-
that, but
not
that
as
would
white? Okay.
that yeah,
Okay,
it wouldn't be realistic.
Oh, okay, right.
When
okay.
did you go gray?
Probably started going in my mid-30s. I think it's hereditary. All my uncles on my mom's side all had a full head of hair, but all turned gray very, very young in life, and I follow that. And again, I don't actually. It's all white now. It's not even gray anymore. It's white, and
Yeah, well,
and it's still there. Most of it's there. I mean, it's thinned a little bit, but it's still there.
Yeah, because
So-
when I met you, it was still pretty white. There was a little bit of dark. Like we've been married 10 years, and we met a little bit before that, and then yeah, so it was not quite as white. But
No. But I started like
mine.
little specks.
I don't have any gray hair.
No, I know.
I know, it's amazing.
It
eh?
is. I know. It's being because you don't have any stress in your life. I take all the burden of your stress upon myself. And
Yeah, that must be it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it, isn't it?
So yeah, so no, we went to the Fibre market. Actually,
It was nice.
I almost convinced him to go to Knit City in Montreal this weekend, and but then when I was looking into tickets, they were all sold out.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, I found out the tickets actually they had released a whole bunch now because they are allowed a larger capacity.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it was kind of too late for us to arrange.
Okay. Well, do they have that every year?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
Yeah,
we'll,
but
we'll
it's
go
the
next
first
year.
one in 2 years that's live
Okay.
because it's been virtual for the last 2
Yeah,
years.
you gotta get tickets early. I mean, I've mentioned to you about a week ago that maybe we should go to the F1 race in Montreal. I've never been. I love F1, and
Yeah,
but
Montreal's a great city.
but
We love it.
again, like all the tickets are gone. Like there's no, everybody snapped them up. So I guess because it's not.
Yeah, well,
I'm
people
not sure
are
if they're
dying
gonna-
to get out, right?
Yeah,
People are just trying to.
Yeah,
dying
but that
to
kind of
see
stuff
people.
is you want a package, right? So like
Yeah.
you once the details come out, we'll book it next year for. It'll be nice. Montreal is a nice city. And,
It's a great city,
You
really
know?
party city. It's
Yeah.
a wonderful city.
Yeah.
I know, but it would have been nice to be there because the grocery girls are there.
okay, well, can't
The
they
cabin boy knits is
be? Well,
there.
can't they be there next year?
Probably.
Okay,
yeah.
so
We'll see them next year.
yeah, because I wouldn't mind seeing the cabin boys too.
So right now we're in our bedroom and I'm looking at a suitcase. Why is there a suitcase in our room?
Because in about just a little over a week, we are finally going away to Mexico, Cancun. We were supposed to go back in March. It's for a good friend of ours who turned 65. We were all supposed to go. Maybe 10 or 12 couples were meeting up in Cancun in March, but we thought in early February. Again, everybody was still not comfortable with going down there, and so we said, well, let's push it back. So April 10th, and a few weeks later, things started to kind of open up where there's less restrictions now. We don't have to take a test going there. We don't have to take a test coming back because we are fully vaxxed.
Yeah, so it'll be a little bit
So
easier.
yeah, so we don't have to, because I know a lot of people who are way before that saying, for them to get that test 72 hours before, added just a little bit of stress to their holiday, and that's what you don't go away for stress, right? You want to get that away, but since then, and it says, we still have to do Arrive Canada app just on the way home, but they don't need a test and stuff like that. So looking forward to it. I don't think it's as many couples going. I think it's maybe about day before was 10 or 12. I think it was about 6 or 7. Not everybody was able to make it in April. But yeah, just looking forward to heat and sun and dancing with my wife.
And you're dancing with your... Yeah. And we forgot to talk about what's in our cup.
Oh, yeah.
So in the spirit of Cancun and having...
Spirit in Cancun.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
What's in your cup?
I can't tell you that, but
it doesn't look like coffee, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a Glencairn glass.
Mine's coffee.
With something brown in it, so it's not root beer.
No. Yeah. And it's not, and it's after 11 o'clock. So bars are not allowed to open in Ontario before 11. But it's not quite 5 o'clock, which is our rule.
Oh, that's mostly your rule. No,
Yeah,
I don't do anything. But sometimes on Saturdays you start a little bit earlier, right? So like right now today, it's a beautiful day outside. I know it's mid-40s, but it's no wind, it's sunny. So, probably middle of the afternoon, I'll go in our patio and I'll get a stogie and I'll get my new golfing book. Because
that's what he's reading. So we were going to do, what are you reading? And Nonna's reading about golf.
Yeah, it's called The Little Red Book by Harvey
He's dreaming about golf. He's reading about golf.
Yeah, I'll have been, I'm just...
For his birthday last year, Nonna bought him new custom-fitted golf clubs. Yeah. So this is why he doesn't complain when he sees the acquisitions of yarn. Because if I told you how much those golf clubs were... Yeah,
but they're for life.
They're for life.
They're life.
Yeah.
For life, Jerry. For life.
Jerry being Seinfeld, by the way. So it is spring.
Yeah, it's officially spring.
So we're hearing a lot of birds outside. Tell me about the bane of your existence.
Oh my God, they seem to, once you leave, like we have a sliding door into our patio or deck, whatever you want to call it. We don't have a traditional backyard, which we like. So sliding door, and we have a little bit of a deck for the upstairs, a little bit like
from our bedroom over
here. So there's a little bit cover, and we didn't put it in, but the previous owner has an awning. And what you realize, it's beautiful. It's really, but these birds want to do up these nests up there, and it's a constant battle.
Well, it's a constant battle
taking them down.
And the birds.
Taking them down. And I mean, of all the places in the world, you gotta, don't they get the hint? These birds are so stupid. So I try to do some, I read somewhere.
Is it the birds that are stupid, or the owner of?
But I mean, get the hint that there's you start building a nest, the next thing it's gone. Anyway, so one of the tips was you get vinegar, water, and hot chili peppers, and you spray it up there. Yeah, that doesn't work.
No, that didn't work.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff or whatever. I don't know. I just eventually, hopefully, I think they're gonna get bored, and then
the birds are gonna get bored.
Yeah.
One afternoon, he must have opened the sliding door and gone out there and pulled the nest, whatever they had built already, like I don't know, at least 7 times, and it was like freezing cold out there.
Oh yeah.
But you were driving me crazy. But it doesn't look like the nest is there anymore.
Well, I know because I took it down twice again this morning. But sometimes they won't even be around for like 2 days. Like there's nothing for 2 days, and the next thing you know, they're back, right? So I don't know these birds, but.
Well, by the time we come back from Cancun.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna have eggs or something. You're gonna have to leave them at that point.
At that point, I know.
Yeah, or you have to get the neighbors to come and pull them down or something.
But we are definitely looking forward to getting away.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, let's go away in June too. Let's do 2 weeks somewhere and let's take advantage of stuff, right? Yeah. So.
Well, I'm still working, and no, he's retired because I let him retire.
Yes, you did. And I tell everybody that. My wife said, I don't want you to work anymore. Stop working.
It's exactly what I said.
And
it was exactly
okay.
Those words.
I said, okay, you twisted my arm. I don't want to work anymore.
Yep. So, so I'm still, so I'll have to, I have enough holidays if I want to go away again. But, we're going to see. because
It's always nice to, like, when you get
Plan.
back from something, like you got something else to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Which we haven't, nobody's had for the last 2 years, really.
it's like
right?
2 years of our lives have been taken away from
Yeah,
us.
well,
Although we've done a lot in 2 years.
Yeah, we've done other stuff, sure.
Yeah, because I mean, we've, we sold the condo, we moved here, we renovated, and if you haven't seen it, I have a playlist on all our before and after home renovations.
I know. We've been
So
hanging
we've done
around.
a lot.
Yeah, we've been hanging around with friends, go visit them, they come visit us, and everybody's fully vaxxed, right? So, never any issues there, right?
Yeah,
So
but we haven't traveled, and that's...
we have not traveled, no, not at
So
all.
and now, like, Omicron,
Oh,
the BA2 virus. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
Talk about that.
But, okay. So, so next will be our traveling, and maybe we'll take some video going down or something.
Started tanning a little bit, pre-tanning.
You're so vain.
No, because you don't want to get down there. It's so white after 2 years of this way, I'm not going to be going down in the dark, but at least you got a little bit of base.
Yeah,
so
a little bit of base.
it's
We're only there 7 days.
Only
so
there
it's not,
7 days, yeah.
I mean, we usually like to go away for about 10, but it's a short one this time.
Yeah, 7 days is good. It'll be nice, and then go there. Okay.
So thank you for joining us.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you everyone for coming by. If my stats show that there's 60% of you are not subscribed.
What? Well, come on, people. Subscribe to her channel.
See, you heard Nonna.
Do it. It doesn't cost. Does it cost anything?
No.
It doesn't cost anything.
No, you just gotta be on your YouTube channel, and then you can subscribe. So subscribe.
Yeah, I like the ones, press the button on the top or the bottom. Where do you have your button?
Over there, I think.
Because every time I watch, these videos on YouTube, because I do watch cooking or working out and stuff, they always point, click down here. So I want to say that, click down here or up there. I don't know where you want to click, but click somewhere.
Click somewhere.
Click somewhere. Oh yeah, click.
Anyway, anyway, I don't normally say subscribe and
You should, yeah,
like
please.
and all that stuff. But you know what?
Please subscribe and then tell your friends and other friends and other friends and
thank you for all my OGs coming back. I have a lot of my regulars coming back,
nice,
and
very nice.
anybody who's just found us, thanks for coming by. So we'll see you after our trip. Thanks for coming by. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.